Welcome to the Popcorn Talk Network, for the online broadcast network that features movie discussion, news, and interviews. Press 1. Popcorn Talk. We talk movies. From the Popcorn Talk Network, the online broadcast network for movie talk, and the schmoes know, this is Box Office Breakdown. Information and commentary on weekly movie box office.
Sarah's eating popcorn.
I am. So if you hear a very obnoxious munching sound, that would be me because I didn't have breakfast. And so this lovely popcorn from the Popcorn Talk Network is fulfilling.
Oh, you're celebrating Roxy's birthday for the whole weekend.
I was. Roxy can party far longer than I can.
Oh, she got...
I have like the...
Okay.
I just can't. I'm an old lady.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's
an
good.
old lady who survives on popcorn.
Nobody should be out.
Talk about the box office.
Nobody should be out past 2:30 in the morning, ever.
I mean...
unless you're on the East Coast. West Coast, you shouldn't be out after 2:30. You should be home doing things already.
Why is that?
Like sleeping?
Because like...
Well,
That's what I usually do.
No,
Yeah.
but LA has like the after parties and like the hills.
They're terrible.
After party?
Yeah, the go up in the hills, the
only bad
houses.
things happen. Bad things happen there.
I don't know. Some people make everlasting friendships.
Yeah, over drugs.
Anyway, but it was a fun weekend. We're here. We're going to talk about the box office. I get to brag for getting 5 for 5,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not that special because I get to share the 5 for 5 winnings with some of our fans. Guys, I'm only doing first names this week because there's so many of you. Andrew, Eric, Brandon, Gabrielle, however you say this, Andreas, Matthew, Paul, Renee, Ben, and our own Dylan Exposito, who also wanted to point out that not only did he get 5 for 5 this week, but he has also gotten, I believe, 5 for 5 3 times out of the past 4 weeks.
He came a long way.
Dylan's just really pressing for our job.
Yeah, maybe. Well, when he first came
You have to
on,
be
he
careful.
was 0 for 5.
That's true. We kind of shaped him.
He was out of his mind. He had no idea what he was doing. Now he's back.
Dylan, do you hear that? They're taking credit for your
Well,
own
I think he's
work.
learned off our, the way we operate.
Our genius.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, because, guys, you didn't get 5 for 5.
By like $200,000.
Yeah,
All right.
it was close.
Speaking of close numbers, also get off by only 1 million for their guess for Ant-Man. Dylan Kench off by 1 million.
All the Dylans.
Good job,
Yeah, how
Dylan.
many
I was
Dylans do
off
we
by
have?
like 40 million.
Yeah, but he went 5 for 5, so it doesn't make a difference.
So it doesn't matter. Hugo and Andrew. Both
about to say,
the
that's
two
a cool
different
name.
people. It would be a cool name.
Hugo
We're
Boss.
off by a couple of thousand
Oh, wow.
for
Jesus.
Trainwreck.
Jeez.
So good job, guys. Thank you for
That was
always
an
for
interesting
commenting.
one.
Please don't kill me today for eating
Eating
popcorn.
popcorn.
She's
I
hungry.
need to eat or I
She's got
will
diabetes.
faint.
She's hungry. It's hot and humid in Los Angeles,
I'm
which
hungry.
is very
I don't
rare.
have my computer, which means I can't answer the random questions that could pop into my head.
Did you have a long night? Did you forget it? Where is it?
Yeah, what happened?
It's dead at the moment.
Oh, wow.
Battery-wise or just like...
It's toast.
My battery's expanding out of the bottom of my computer.
Oh, my God.
And it's like making it really like dreadfully hot.
Okay.
So it's just...
Well, there was like I told
Needs
you
a
that
break.
there was like a brigade of people coming out of your house yesterday.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I thought it was your sister and your mom and your dad or something.
No, I wasn't there. And no.
Well, they were looking through your mailbox. I don't know what was going on.
There's like a bunch of mailboxes at the front. Anyway, stop stalking my house.
That. Yeah, I was going to say, this guy has a tight eye on your house,
Well,
man.
I was working out across the street.
In the humidity?
Yeah, that's when,
For
I'm,
those
I'm
of
on
you
a regimen right now.
not in California, we are suffering from a tropical storm. And I say suffering because we can't handle humidity.
No.
And in California, everyone's dying.
Yeah,
the
people
heat's
were-
the same, but people just complain about it 24/7.
People were pulling over their cars on the road. They couldn't even drive.
Oh, yeah.
From humidity?
Yeah.
I used to live in Florida, and that is the worst humidity I've ever lived
Oh,
in.
you can die over there.
Like, humidity was so thick, like, you'd open your door in the morning, it would, like, hit you in the face.
More people in Florida die from humidity than they die from like old age.
Really?
Yeah. It's a proven fact.
Oh, is it because it makes it hard to breathe or something?
Yeah, they can't breathe. Them and old
not
people
true.
and like old dogs.
That sounds like science.
we are
Adios.
now, JT, unless you have anything to add from
No,
your
I'm
weekend,
good.
I'm
Go
going
ahead.
to move on to our show.
I watched a lot of movies this weekend, so
no.
it works out.
Good. I've watched like none. Anyway, Going into the top 5, Jurassic World bringing in the 5th spot with 11 million. We should specify that's 11.3 because it was just narrowly beaten out by Inside Out, which brought an 11.6. Both of them are dropping about 35%.
It's over.
They've just stayed together this whole time. They're just like a nice, cute little pair. Anyway, going down, Universal and Walt Disney make up our entire top 5 this weekend. Universal, Jurassic World, Inside Out to Disney. Trainwreck goes to Universal as well, bringing in the 3rd spot with $30 million.
It's a nice opening.
It's a good debut for an R-rated movie.
Yep. And Minions dropped 57% down to $50 million, also a Universal-owned entity. And then Disney and Ant-Man and Marvel taking the number 1 spot with only 58. So.
Well, we say only, but
we say only because it's a Marvel film. We're not disappointed because for the budget this one has and the premise, it's not that bad. I was expecting higher just because we've seen movies outreach what we thought this year.
Yeah, sure.
But
I think everybody did expect more than that. Look, I mean, there's some people who wouldn't have been surprised if this made $100 million opening weekend. I mean, look, it's not. Bottom line is, it's not sexy.
It's funny.
But it's,
yeah.
I mean, it's a good flick, but it's not sexy. Like Captain America, you got this guy running around. Iron Man, you got Robert Downey Jr. You know, the Avengers, you got all the other.
It doesn't pop out as much as like Guardians.
Yeah.
Guardians had that special effects space drama thing going.
Right, exactly. This is like who is this guy? You see this little ant like running up and doing like strong punches on people or whatever he's doing.
Ant-Man.
Yeah, I think the marketing was a little misleading as well.
How so?
I don't know. I don't think it appealed to women like these other Marvels do. I thought it was the jokes were a little weird, and people, I don't know. I don't think it's like I think people don't know what to expect with this movie. I think they're mistaken because it's good. But
I agree that people don't know what to expect, and that was also one of the reasons I didn't see it this weekend right away. Is that I was like, I'm gonna wait a little bit for reviews. I've heard really strong things about the script, but after this weekend, it's all been positive. Everything I've heard, I am now excited to see it. I don't think we're going to see a huge drop off because it has such great word of mouth. Disney is also pushing out almost like a defense, even though I don't feel like they really need to be defending themselves yet. People are talking about how Wolverine did and how this is a spacer movie for the Marvel universe. Like it's coming in between heavy hitters and it's not needed to hit as hard. It wasn't planned. They didn't plan for this to be their movie of the year.
This didn't make 80 million, 90 million because people like you did not go see it. Like you went and seen Avengers, right?
Of course.
Well, there you go.
Well, here's the thing. This is, of all the other characters, I think this is their second lowest opening ever behind, I believe, Incredible Hulk, which is the Edward Norton version.
But with inflation, I
Which was
believe.
good.
This would probably be last.
This is last.
Right.
This is the one character that nobody had ever really heard of.
Right.
Now, Guardians, I think like what you said, nobody heard of that either. But it had a talking raccoon, spaceships, the Star Wars vibe. It felt
The
like
music was really integral in their marketing.
Yes, and it felt like a big summer movie. When you watch the trailer, it is scaled back. It looks more like a comedy with some special effects. And Ant-Man, even Paul Rudd says in the commercial when they were throwing trailers, he goes, I'm Ant-Man. He's like, yeah, I didn't come up with the name.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's a little silly. I thought the movie was great. I saw it a couple weeks ago. I saw it again this weekend. I wanted to see it with like a regular audience because we saw a screener. And people were loving it, man. People were having a blast. And the cinema score is at an A. So I think this thing's going to have really good legs because there's not really any other superhero movies coming out anytime soon.
The box office is jam-packed.
And it's going to have legs because I think it's really good. And I think word of mouth is going to propel it. It's got little ant legs.
I just don't think it's a...
Ants are powerful.
I don't think it's...
things.
They are. The red ants especially. I think, what you'll see in this movie is probably, I don't know, like a 30% drop-off or something like that. But
yeah, I can see that.
It'll do fairly good numbers, and it'll do good overseas. But I mean, it's not going to do Avengers numbers. It's not going to do Captain America.
It's not supposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not supposed to. If it did, that would be extremely surprising, and it would also probably reflect badly on the Avengers movies. Those are A-list actors, blockbuster film actors, and a crowd of them. This is Ant-Man with Paul Rudd, who's great, but doesn't have the same.
This is what they
isn't the same
expected
caliber.
also with
Exactly.
Guardians. They expect these kind of numbers with
Yeah.
Guardians.
Yes.
That was just it just took off like a turnaround. No one expected that.
And that made Chris Pratt
Yes.
an A-lister who does bring in these numbers.
Yeah.
Right. Well, shit. I mean, I think when you also with every crew needs like a small kid, in their group. They got the Hulk and Iron Man. And the schmo's got like Cody Hall and stuff like that.
True.
You know, I mean, we have to.
He weighs about.
Are you
10
saying
ants.
if you dress up for Halloween, Cody has to be Ant-Man?
Yeah, he's got to be
yeah.
Ant-Man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the Hulk.
We'll let him know. You're going to be the Hulk.
Yeah,
JT?
Captain America.
yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Captain America.
So far,
Captain
this is
America.
working out. I think we're planning the whole group's Halloween costumes.
There you go.
I think a couple people will object being the DC movie show.
Is anybody surprised by the number 2 drop off here? Because I think when something opens that large, you expect a drop of at least 50% off. So I'm not 50 million is still great for second week.
Sure.
It's still great. I actually saw this movie.
Oh, you did? How was it?
It's terrible.
You don't look happy.
It's a
I'm
joke.
still a fan of the Minions.
Okay.
I still think they're funny. It's just this movie bounces you from setting to joke to setting. Like the through line is not great. The story is not great, and
It's not supposed to
You're
be.
supposed to identify with these minions who I think are funny and adorable, but they don't give this crowd of minions an arc. Like
They
there's
probably
no...
wrote the script in a week and a half.
Does it feel like a bunch of little short minions, like minion short films all tied together kind of?
It just feels like they were like, we can make this scene funny. And it is funny, but you're not carried through enough.
They're in
And
small
it
doses.
was like, they made this movie for people who have a short attention span.
It's a side. Well, that's when I said this last week. Yeah, it's hard to take
Kids.
a sidekick or a role player and make him the feature player.
Right.
It definitely is. But
I love Karate Kid, but I don't know if I'd see a Mr. Miyagi movie.
No, exactly.
we talked about it, and
I mean,
there's
it's the same thing.
50 ways you could have fixed this movie.
It's the
like
Steve Urkel,
I don't
it's
think
the Fonzie. You don't put these guys
I
in regular
just don't
things.
feel like they really were aiming for. They were like, we're aiming for the 5 to 10 year old
And
market.
Sandra Bullock, I heard she's nothing memorable. Yeah.
It's small doses.
Whatever.
It's like Finstock on Schmoes now. If he was on 2 hours, it's like, get this guy out of here. 5 minutes, he crushes.
Doses.
Yeah.
Number 3. Did anybody see number 3 Trainwreck?
Not yet, but also heard great reviews.
Have you seen it?
No, but I'm kind of intrigued now.
Okay.
Have
When-
you? I
I-
feel like you're
I saw
prepping
it.
us.
Yeah, I saw it. I love Judd Apatow, and I was really excited because it was supposed to be a throwback to more where he was just doing comedy. So he went this whole dramedy stage for a while with funny people, and This Is 40, and I just was sick of it. This is a funny movie.
His movie career is really strong.
Who is it?
Judd
Oh, as
Apatow.
a producer, yeah. He has a solid track record, but
He's
people
really
were...
great.
He was starting to get an MO. People were getting a little tired of it.
Really?
This
I
is
agree.
more in the lines of 40-Year-Old Virgin, like just
Okay.
knocked up, where he's just trying to be more of a comedy than anything else. And it works. I think Amy Schumer, I like her show. I think she does a good job in this.
She's a big star.
She's not the most
All
likable.
of the sudden.
Yeah. Well, no, I think
I don't know.
she's been rising. I think this is like her.
You go on
Coming out
IMDb
today
and
was-
she doesn't even have like a clickable name.
No.
Really?
She came out
Yeah.
of nowhere. I mean,
She
well, she's
doesn't
been on the
have it
circuit
like
for a long
like
time.
normally
but-
on I'm not
Yeah.
IMDb, sorry, on Box Office Mojo, which is a great site. When you normally you can click through actors
Yeah.
to see their history, to see what they bring in.
Well, yeah, she hasn't done much.
She doesn't have any data.
No. This is kind of like
And she's
her.
opening a movie that brought
But
in
this movie did more than
30 million.
Bridesmaid. We all know how that went.
Let's not forget. I mean, you got LeBron James in there, and Bill Hader, who I think is hilarious. So it didn't play just to like the female demographic. I think it played to a wide audience.
Yeah, it's Twitter
And
followers and Instagram
John
followers
Cena.
galore. Yeah.
John Cena's hilarious in it, by the way. He's so. I mean, I'm not a wrestling fan. I've never seen any of his action movies, but he's funny. He's got talent for comedy, and LeBron can't act.
No. Of
The
course
only
not.
reason why
Do
you
you
laugh,
expect him
He's
to?
No, but-
LeBron can only act when he's flopping.
you never know when the athlete comes in. Like Jordan was okay in Space Jam. He wasn't
Yeah.
great, but LeBron, the only reason
But
why.
you love him.
But
Yeah, but
Bugs
that's the
Bunny
thing.
You
carried him.
love
Bugs
Jordan.
Bunny carried Space Jam.
But you love
No way,
Jordan.
Bill Murray carried
Yeah,
Space
that's true.
Jam.
Yeah, you're right.
The thing with LeBron is you only laugh because it's LeBron, not because his jokes are funny. His jokes are not really that funny. You're just laughing because it's LeBron James trying to act.
She wrote, like I said last week, she wrote the character for somebody named LeBron James, sort of like Office Space did Michael Bolton.
Yeah.
And then LeBron James was like, screw it, I'll play it anyway. And they're like, okay, let's do it.
But yeah, it's a good movie. I think it's going to stand really well. There's not really any R-rated films. Ted 2 is flying off the charts.
No,
Spy, look at the Spy did really good this summer. It stayed around for a long time. I think this is going to have a lot of legs also.
I'm glad you sped through kind of the rest of the top 10 because I did want to mention that Terminator Genesis did take the 6 spot. Magic Mike, we're dropping 61%. Magic Mike XXL 7. And to mention, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, that's right.
Cracked the top 10.
2 million.
I'm kidding.
Cracked the top 10 with only 363 theaters.
Ian McKellen.
That's
making
actually really good.
almost 2.5.
Well, getting back to Amy Schumer, I mean, now you could basically sit there and every studio exec is going to give her, she's going to be in more stuff, put her in with Melissa McCarthy and Kevin Hart, and voila, you got a Middle America dream movie.
All right.
Can I just say Terminator Genesis will be lucky. It's going to be probably top out around 100 million.
If it gets to 100.
If it gets to 100.
Schwarzenegger might put up 20 of his own if it gets to 100.
He's just going to buy a ticket like theaters every day. Just like,
We'll get to international. I think it's going to make its money back internationally.
Yeah.
But definitely in America, this is not a hit. And Ted 2 is not going to make even half of what it made the first time around.
No way.
And guess what? I don't really care about Ted 2, so whatever.
All right.
International numbers time. Ant-Man overseas brought in $56.4 million this weekend, giving it a $114.4 million worldwide launch.
Nice. That's
Good job. You know, our superheroes always bringing in that international money. Minions brought in $66.2 million internationally, which propelled its overseas total to $409.1, putting Minions at 600. Minions. This is an awful movie. I like the Minions.
It just makes me sick.
$625.8 million. This could put the $1 billion marker in reach.
I predicted it would because the last two, I believe, got right close. It was like 900 something million. Listen, here's the thing. It's a kids movie, and everyone loves the Minions, even the adults. I think I was going to plan on seeing this movie. I was going to see it just because it was Minions, like you did. But after hearing it from you and several other people, that's not really worth it. I'll wait till
just
like Netflix.
Watch Despicable Me again.
Yeah,
it's better.
Or not.
Or not.
That was very Scrooge of you.
Well, Minions is terrible. I just can't believe these numbers on these movies.
Me.
Who is watching this stuff?
I don't know, but
overseas. I mean, God, what are you guys doing over there?
Well, we'll give them an animated feature they should watch.
Real quick though, Minions, because the language is not, you can't tell what they're talking. They incorporate a lot of different languages. It kind of plays all over the place. So we don't even know what they're saying.
It's programming.
You figure it out.
Unbelievable.
They did say.
Go to watch that movie and blow my brains out.
Colleagues, Dimitri pointed out that compared to the previous movies, there's a lot more Spanish put into the Minions language this year.
Too.
Well, they've always had scattered languages, but this movie had more Spanish influence, and they were saying that was driven by audience numbers.
Well, there'll be Minions 2 and Minions 3.
Oh yeah, by the money wise.
Yeah.
An animated feature film that I do recommend people see is Inside Out, and it has banked $306.4 million from North America and has added 183.8 from international markets for a global tally of 490.2 million, which is sad because it's lower than Minions. And Pixar's only other films to cross the triple century mark were Finding Nemo and Toy Story 3.
Wow.
So
I'm sure inflation has something to do with that too, but I mean, here's the thing: it's a good movie.
Yeah, that's true.
It's one of the better films of the year, and I think that's why I think Minions, because that's an existing property. I think that's why it's going to reach that $1 billion, because you have Despicable Me 1 and 2 to back it up. For a movie that's completely original, nothing like it really.
No.
And to be Pixar and to be a great movie, that's why it's going to make that money.
Well, that's what Pixar does. I mean, they're a juggernaut, and they always will be.
All right, 2 more things about the international market. Jurassic World's overseas haul topped 900 million, reaching 902.3, giving Jurassic World a worldwide haul. He crossed the mark, guys, of $1.5 billion. 60% of that coming from international. Wow. And so far overseas, on the other hand, Terminator Genesis has brought in a solid $196.8 million for a global take of $277.4. That is with China still yet to
And they
have released
love
it.
Arnold over there.
They love the devil.
That guy can do anything over there.
So 60% international for Jurassic World. 71% of the worldwide box office has come in from outside of North
Arnold
America for
and
Terminator.
Stallone both pulled those foreign numbers really well. I think because they're stars, they're rising stars from the 80s that still grabs the people over there.
Stallone's a rising star forever.
It's true.
He'll always be.
To be included on like the list for, if you look at the overall top money making movies of all time, Jurassic World is now in the top 6. We've seen 3 newcomers this year in the top 6. We still of course have Avatar, Titanic, and then but we are
Furious
7's been brought in, Jurassic World, like
it's
unbelievable. It's just nuts.
It's funny because
people not have nothing to do. That they're overseas, that these kind of numbers are coming in.
Well, it's
what
funny,
is going on over there?
Because Jurassic World and Terminator are 2 old franchises from the early 90s. And Terminator is late 89 or so, but 88, I believe.
Yeah.
But these are like, one is killing and one is just kind of failing. I mean, it's just crazy how Jurassic World can make $1.5 billion, and Genesis will probably top off around 4 to 5.
Yeah, if that.
Internationally,
China, who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With
China,
China,
to like $7 billion.
it's just studios don't know. They don't know what's happening.
Well, you'll see another Terminator. I mean, just by international numbers alone.
James Cameron.
How could you can't deny 277 international without even China yet.
Yeah.
This movie's gonna do 400 plus.
Well, we'll see. Those are our international numbers for the week. Let's move on, please, to the international game.
Yes.
Break out the Rosetta Stone, because it's time
What'd you do if
for
I just called cut
the
on the intro?
international title game.
Al esfuerzo y al heroísmo de una revolución no los queremos.
One day I'm just going to add a new excerpt into that.
It'll throw them
Stop.
off. It'll throw them way off.
It's just like different. Like, it's just going to be like my voice being like,
He'll flap the chair.
stop.
Or like speed it up.
Anyway,
You're
game,
like,
please.
Man,
Okay.
that's crazy.
All right, let's go.
My pop
Do
is
this.
almost gone.
What's the subject today?
From China, we're going with because of Ant-Man. We're not Paul Rudd because I didn't want to talk about 40-year-old virgin and whatever else he did.
Okay.
Michael Douglas,
The man, the myth, the legend.
who has just been around for so long and has done so many great movies and just has, reached boundaries as a man.
He's married to Catherine Zeta-Jones, isn't he?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
today is.
Yeah.
Right?
They've been together for a while, and she was like,
he got throat cancer from saying he was,
yeah.
going to town a lot. But then he retracted that statement
Okay.
because the adult.
Yeah, I know the story. I'm
Got
not
weird.
gonna.
I don't know this
Got
story.
weird.
Either way, I hope that's not the case.
Yeah.
Getting that that's not good. It's not good.
Not good.
Not good.
I
not
don't
good
want to
for,
talk about this anymore.
Not good for anybody.
I'm sorry I brought it up. Please.
Yeah. Okay, that being
Please
said.
move on.
You, Me, and Dupree,
Oh man, that's right. You played the dad.
Wasn't that movie awful?
a whacked out
bad.
geek with a crooked nose
Owen Wilson?
who likes to toss salads on random Wednesdays in
That is-
Peoria.
You're just messing
That's,
with us.
Okay, fair.
that's
It's not
the
true.
longest
It's not
time
true.
I've ever heard.
It's not true. You, Me, and Dupree, Austrian wedding guest,
Okay.
Okay.
I can see that working.
Okay.
falling down.
Oh, great movie.
When he got crazy and
Yeah,
just killed
went
everybody.
nuts.
Rightfully so. There's a lot of people I know that ain't too far away from that.
The fast food scene is the best.
Yeah. Road rage killer.
Okay, makes sense.
Road rage. Okay.
Disclosure.
Ah, Debbie Moore Prime.
Okay.
Yep.
Someone died in Demi Moore's pool.
I know. I heard about that.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, and
That's
they said nobody
terrifying.
The worst part was he was wearing a Finstock mask.
was there. It's true.
That's
part
what I
of the
thought
story
was
is a
really
lie.
odd.
Yeah, it's very interesting stuff. I think it was a dude.
It was, and he
was?
was like in
Yeah.
his early 20s.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what happens to 21-year-old dudes that just drown in people's pools.
Don't say that.
No, I'm saying that's what happens. They're saying like, oh yeah, he just drowned. Yeah, right.
Oh.
Wait till the
Gotcha.
toxicology reports come in, then
Yeah.
we'll deal with it.
If I got to her house and I heard Debbie Moore wasn't there, I'd probably jump in the pool too.
Yeah. But you don't want to die there.
No, don't want to.
Yeah, nobody
I
wants
love
to
Debbie
die.
Moore.
Not
I'm sorry, I'm
21.
distracting.
She
Go
was one of my
back to the
crushes.
movie.
I love Demi Moore.
Disclosure. Peach. Confidential.
Wait a minute.
Well, you know what? Well, they call. You know what they call.
Yeah.
You know,
I know. I get where you're coming from.
In China. Peach.
No.
Yeah, peach.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage face off. I could eat a peach for hours.
Yeah, absolutely. It's from China.
Okay.
Next.
Peach Confidential.
I think you're lying to me to try and throw me off.
Behind the candelabra.
Oh,
you know
God.
where he played Liberace.
Yeah, dude, I never saw that, but yeah.
HBO.
Golden Comrade drinkers.
Two's false.
Okay.
Wait, what was 2 again?
It's
Road Rage.
Sorry, just go over them all again, and then I'm gonna give my guess here.
You, Me, and Dupree.
Yeah.
Whacked out geek with a crooked. No, I'm kidding. Austrian wedding guest.
Okay.
Falling down. Road rage killer. Disclosure.
Right.
Peach. Confidential. Behind the candelabra. Golden Comrade drinkers.
I'm right. It's number 2.
And you know what I told you what they call
I'm
it?
actually not
You know the people who like the same sex in China, they call them comrades.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right, this is
So if
tough.
anybody calls you a comrade and they're Chinese,
Sock 'em.
yeah. Well, it's not, and, you know.
Yeah.
Unless you're
No,
that person.
not sock 'em. Like,
What do you say?
go ahead. What you're saying 2?
Say it's not
I
really
said
what I
2.
do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh man, I kind of want to go with you on 2, but then I'm like, want to take a risk? I think it might be. I might go Peach. I might do Disclosure. I'm gonna go with the Disclosure one.
That was my saying, because he does like to talk about movies like Demi Moore. But
Wait, are you sticking with 2?
I'm sticking with 2.
All right.
It was my gut instinct.
Let's ask the engineer.
I'll change it up too and go with Austrian wedding guest.
Oh.
First of all, did one of us get it right?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we play the process of elimination?
And
Can you give us hints
the
to who got it right?
Dan Engineer is not right.
Engineer's not right?
Nope.
That's what you idiot, Sarah.
Nope. And hard to believe, but yes, Sarah's right. Falling down is not that. It's something else.
Damn it.
Peach Confidential is true, and so is Golden Comrade drinkers. I don't know what that means, but it's
I
not.
wanted to go with 2, but I wanted to try to go for the win, solo win.
It, you know,
For my snaps of success.
that's not bad.
Because I don't think they would say killer. That's the reason why I was going for number 2. Like
I was going for Road Rage.
Yeah, Road Rage Killer doesn't sound like something.
But it's what
it
he
sounds
did.
made up. Yeah.
But it is made up. I made that up. Yes.
Yeah. Damn it.
Well done again.
Fit too well. That's why.
Yeah.
Sarah
I
was
won
on this.
twice this week.
I want to watch Peach Confidential. That's what I want to watch.
Yeah. What a movie Disclosure, by the way. She like seduces him, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like no one believes him, or she like says that he did it,
Yeah.
and like he resists. He does hook up with her though.
Of course he does.
That was after. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I mean,
Girls who play games like that usually want to hook up with the guy at least once to see what he's working with.
These movies were inspired by Mr. Michael Douglas, and our top 5 list is also going to be inspired by
Yes.
Mr. Douglas. I have a story this week.
Oh, you do about Michael Douglas?
It's kind of about Michael Douglas.
Did you date
It's
Michael
kind of no. It's kind of about Paul. Rudd basically for Ant-Man. Paul Rudd was like very intimidated by Michael Douglas, and then they got to the point where they were like getting along, and in one of the scenes he thought it would be really funny in one of their like serious scenes to flash Michael Douglas the same way Sharon Stone flashed him.
Wow.
Okay,
Like
how?
ball sack and everything?
Yeah, like was he wearing a kilt?
So
Yeah,
he
was
made
Wayne
this
Knight there?
whole elaborate plan where he like pulled his stuff out of his pants and pulled his shirt over it.
Oh, okay.
But something got like stuck, and he was trying to fix it. And more or
voila.
less, it did not look like he was trying to flash him, but more like he was doing some other indecent act in front of Michael Douglas. And Michael Douglas called him out on it and told him he was a pervert.
Wow.
Were
Was
they
he
cool
like-
after that, or was it like?
That I don't know.
I do that all the time.
I mean, yeah. Okay, interesting story.
That's my awkward story for the day. This is how you make me feel.
So
Isn't it weird?
Ball sacks? I mean, was he full on?
And he started stuttering.
Was it full on?
See, I don't know.
That's not bad. Good for him.
It wasn't a graphic story. It was
Maybe
just
he's
an
like,
awkward
you know,
one.
maybe, that's what it
Okay,
is.
continue on
Not
with
how I would bond with
the-
another.
I also don't understand how in the world you would think this is a good idea.
Yeah.
Talking about Michael Douglas films, though, starting with number 5, The War of the Roses.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this movie,
Yeah, this was
Danny DeVito, Kathleen Turner, and Danny DeVito directed it.
That's right. Wasn't it like what was the main female in the movie?
Kathleen Turner.
No, there's somebody. Wasn't there somebody else?
No.
I'm thinking of a different movie. Okay.
Yeah,
this is one of those movies I've heard about growing up my whole life, but I've never seen.
I've never seen this.
Finstock, have you seen it?
Of course I have.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, it was on the heels of Jewel of the Nile. So they did like 3 movies together in a row. It was Romancing the Stone, Jewel of the Nile, and then War of the Roses.
This is based on a book too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a book.
Yeah, a fairly famous book. How was it? Is it a good movie?
It's good. It's it's not as good as Romancing the Stone and Jewel of the Nile.
Or Black Rain.
Yeah, it was like the couple was going just at each other hardcore, like fighting each other, throwing stuff, and DeVito was the lawyer. And
it's like a divorce movie?
Yeah, but it's like funny, like dark. It's very dark comedy. Yes.
All right.
Cher was supposed to play the lead role.
Oh, really?
Before Kathleen Turner got, cast. But she dropped out because, she's like, when she heard Michael Douglas was cast, she's like, I'm not working with that womanizing lunatic.
Oh, jeez.
Because I know we're going to go off set one day, get drunk, and I'm going to wind up having sex with him. And she's like, I can't do it because I know I'm going to do it because he's Michael Douglas, and that's what people do.
Didn't believe you. That movie made it, if you look at the adjusted numbers, $170.9 million, or at the time, unadjusted, it made $86.8.
It's good for the 80s.
Which is coming
the 90s.
in below Traffic at the number 4 spot. Came out in 2000. It brought in adjusted $178 million, unadjusted $124.
Yeah, we discussed this recently because Del Toro we were talking about.
Yep.
Good movie. Michael Douglas plays like
Erica Christensen's
is he like a
dad.
senator or
He's
something?
a senator.
Or something like that.
Erica Christensen is a dope fiend who's like sleeping with people and selling her body for
Traffic is a great
drugs.
movie.
Is
That's
this where
I
he
fell in love
met
with her a
Catherine
little bit.
Zeta too? 'Cause I
Yes.
think she was in this movie.
Yep, she was.
How much older is he than Catherine Zeta?
A lot.
He's a lot older.
No,
right?
not really.
Yeah.
She lied about her age. There's a big thing that she was lying about her age. She said she was 36, but she's really like 46. But now she's like 59 or something.
What? Isn't there like... We might need some Google help. I don't have my computer right now. This is one of those things that I look up.
Nobody knows how
I
old
want to
chicks
know
are.
the age difference between Catherine Zeta-Jones and Douglas. They also had kids really late. Like they had...
I think our engineer's looking it up right now.
I think
Nice.
that they have like, didn't she have twins or something?
Yeah, they have
And they
kids.
had them like really late in life.
I mean, still though, good for him.
69, so
Catherine-
she's 49 or 50.
Catherine Zeta-Jones is 45. All right,
That's
Michael.
not true. That is whatever. That's not true.
This is from Wikipedia.
It doesn't make a difference. Like they're always true. My Wikipedia is wrong.
You just contradicted yourself.
What?
My Wikipedia is
You
wrong.
said my Wikipedia is wrong.
Yeah, and this one's wrong,
Wikipedia is
too.
always true. What?
I said it's always wrong. Wikipedia.
That's
Okay.
not
She is
true.
not 45.
Can
That
we
woman
look
is
up
55
how
years
old?
old.
And Michael Douglas is 70 years old.
Wow.
Not well. Good for him.
Good for him.
Because she was
That
in
is
Entrapment.
a
And she was hot.
25
Oh my God, Mask of
year.
Zorro.
I bet.
Yes, Mask
I would
of
bet money, and a lot of money, that she is not 45 years old.
She is 45.
She is not.
I believe Wikipedia.
She's
okay.
she's 52 or 54 or something. No way. No way.
She looks.
J-Lo is 47.
What is your point with that?
Catherine Zeta-Jones been around since like the 70s.
Michael
That's not
Douglas
true.
was 25 when she was born.
That's hot.
Well, now we're going to get into a huge
right, let's get
conspiracy theory about Catherine Zeta-Jones' age,
Look
which
at-
isn't important because she's
Google, does Catherine Zeta-Jones lie about her age? Guaranteed there's like a zillion things up there. She's
Does
55.
it matter? She doesn't even look 45.
Hey, I'd still pump
She
her. I'm
looks
not saying anything.
38.
Hey, look, she's hot. She could be 100.
See, do you see how it's like not coming up in the
Google
Google
search?
search? You know how
Google
when you
doesn't
like
always
type
tell the
in
truth,
Google
yeah.
and it like fills in the rest of the sentence?
Something's
It's
wrong
not
with
even
that.
coming up.
Either way.
There's one article by Tom Dagnino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Catherine Zeta-Jones 55?
I don't even know why you're fighting me on this.
Look,
right.
Catherine
All right.
Zeta-Jones lies about her age.
Moving up to the third spot, Romancing the Stone.
Boom.
Did you want to finish my sentence?
No. I remember these movies growing up because they were kind of like felt
love
like Indiana Jones, a little bit of a ripoff
It was.
at times. And I haven't seen these movies, I think, since I was a kid.
They're great.
Are they? Because I feel like they don't hold up from like.
It's a little cheesy, but they're good. They're really good.
It's this classic guy runs into a girl. It's basically a Temple of Doom scenario.
Correct.
Put into 2 movies.
Well, she's a writer.
And Danny DeVito's in there.
Mm-hmm. And there's a bunch of like.
This is back when what's her name? The girl in this. Sorry.
Kathleen Turner.
Yeah, she was. She
was hot.
She was hot back then. Like everyone was after.
Obviously, Stallone turned this down again.
Yes, thank you. Stallone was offered this role.
Mm-hmm.
Turned it down.
It's funny. Studio executives were so sure this movie was going to flop, right? Mm-hmm. That they took Zemeckis' next movie away from him, which was Cocoon. They fired him off it.
Oh wow!
But it did enable him to go do his own movie, which was called Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. Yeah.
So you know,
well done, studio execs. Trying to do something right in your life.
Number 2,
stop jumping on the bandwagon,
Basic
stupid
Instinct.
Boom.
Which adjusted gross has $230 million. So that's jumping from Romancing Stone, which had 185. If you look at the adjusted, we're jumping to 230. The unadjusted gross was 117. Oh, way back in 92.
Look, Michael Douglas,
Sharon Stone
he's by far the leader in panty dropping films. Well, second to Sean Penn, not because of Sean.
I was going to be like, I feel like you're abandoning some of your heroes
but
here.
Not because of Sean.
Adding Michael Douglas to your heroes.
Look, it's not because of Sean Penn, the subject matter in his movies.
Okay.
It's just purely on the fact that Sean Penn's on screen.
True.
So what we're saying here is, look,
yeah.
It's you watch these movies, Michael Douglas movies with a chick on like a rainy Saturday, you're gonna have a good time. That's for sure.
Let me tell you, I'm a 90s kid. I remember when this movie came out, everybody was talking about it.
Yeah.
And I mean, as a kid, I still somehow found a way to see it.
It was the shot. It was the shot.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It made Sharon Stone a star. She was going to quit acting.
Because I remember she had small roles before. It was like Total Recall. She played Arnold's wife.
She was going to quit before she got this.
I mean, she had one more chance at movie, and our acting coach was like, you need to bear it all in this movie. She took it to heart.
And that's exactly what she did.
We have an update on the Catherine Zeta-Jones debacle from our engineer. It says, the rumor goes that when Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas visited the White House last year, a security check revealed that she was 10 years older than claimed. I couldn't find, and then it says I couldn't find any other info on the subject, but I'm inclined to doubt it. So if this is true, then she was lying saying she was 32 when she was 42.
Yeah, but last year, this is probably like 2004 article or something like that.
2014.
2000.
So she's 52.
So you're saying she's because we just looked up
a liar.
So we just looked up that said she's 45, which means she could be
55. Poof.
I'm going to stick with the fact that I still think she's 45.
Poof.
And if she is 55, it's still 15
I'm just saying.
That poof was 10 years disappearing.
It's just, look, come on. I told you what this is up. She can't fool anybody at the White House.
You know what? I don't think that this has been settled. We'll figure it out later.
Sharon
we
Stone,
have to talk about.
I think she's.
Basic Instinct.
I was going to go to number 1.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But Paul, what's his name?
Paul Verhoeven.
Verhoeven. He wanted to actually have the first erect penis in a mainstream Hollywood film. But Michael Douglas has a full frontal clause where he won't show his thing. So maybe that's why Paul Rudd did that in the Ant-Man movie. He's like, look, I'll whip mine out. Why don't you whip yours out?
It's a battle.
If I had the Basic Instinct, I'd be walking around naked all movie.
All right.
Hire somebody who doesn't want to do full frontal nudity in an erotic thriller. This is ridiculous.
Number one spot goes to Fatal Attraction, bringing in an adjusted gross of $322 million. The time is 156.6, and this was in 87.
Huge movie. Maybe my favorite movie on this list. I like Basic Instinct a little bit more for certain things.
Pure eroticism, Basic Instinct's better.
Yes, pure eroticism. But for just actual good quality film, Fatal Attraction still holds up to this day. And I mean, it's a crazy good thriller. Like, Michael Douglas hooks up this girl. She at one point boils his pet rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, and what's her name?
My friend
Glenn Close is terrifying in this role.
She is. It wasn't her.
So
it wasn't her. They went through about 30 chicks.
Really?
The director, I forget his name, but he was like, Glenn Close, don't even have her come in.
I think it's Adrian Lin.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He's like, don't even have Glenn Close come in. This is not her role. 30 people passed. She went in there and just destroyed it, and he was like, wow, I was wrong.
All right. Well,
Did you like this movie?
yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I've seen all of these, but
I think there's something I think Roxy's got that's in this movie. I said Miri had it the other day, but I think Roxy might have it now.
I was gonna say, like, to this day, guys still use the phrase "fatal attraction."
Yeah, of course. It's Euromania.
Do women use it talking about other women once in a while? Like, oh, she has a fatal attraction.
Look, it's a form of paranoid
at least
delusion.
on my age group, I don't know.
It's a form of paranoid delusion. It's like, the patient, often a single woman, Roxy, believes that an exalted person.
I want to be able to defend Roxy, but I don't know what you're saying.
She has. Look up Euromania, and that's what she's got. It's a delusion.
Don't do it, engineer. Not now.
You look it up right now.
It's delusion.
No, I don't believe you.
It's
I'm
also
being
called-
lied to, and I need to defend my friend.
Well, it's what Glenn Close had in the thing. It's
Euromania.
it's a erotomaniac delusion. There's a paranoid erotica.
I need
It's a
we need definition.
It's psychosis passionnel.
I don't trust whatever you're saying. There we go. Do we have Urban Dictionary? Euromania.
It's gonna be under Urban Dictionary.
What?
Yeah, there it is.
There we go. How would you define? Click the link for yourdictionary.com/Euromania. Noun.
We might need you to read it out, engineer.
I told you what it is.
That is not what it says. It says
it's often a single woman, Roxy.
Enthusiasm for Europe or for European
That's not
political
it.
union.
That's not it.
Okay, well,
I need the Urban Dictionary version. We'll come back.
It's the real one.
Not according to yourdictionary.com. I'm going to defend Roxy
It's
because I
erotic
don't
manic
trust
delusion.
you.
It's when you fall in love with somebody without really knowing them.
put it this
Roxy
way.
doesn't have that.
Yeah, she does. I think she does.
It is an older
think so.
film. If you guys have not seen Fatal Attraction, I recommend checking it out. It's a good thriller and it's a good cautionary tale.
Okay, well, we have to
It is.
move on.
It is a big caution.
We have to move
Stay
on
away
because
from
we
the
don't have
crazy.
that much time left. And we have a
got
bunch
time.
of films to talk about.
Let's do this.
Whew, got 12 minutes.
Hey, look,
All
it's
right.
a type of delusion in which an affected person.
Euromania.
Oh, Euromania. That's what it is. A type of delusion in which an affected person believes that another person, usually a stranger, me, high status, me, or a famous person getting there, is in love with them. The illness often occurs during psychosis, especially in patients with schizophrenia, Roxy.
Schizophrenia.
Yeah. Delusional disorder or bipolar mania.
Yeah, Roxy doesn't have this.
She's got something.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah.
She knows she's in here. If I call her in here right now, you're gonna get a pen thrown at your face.
She's
Probably
it's
way
fine.
worse than that. That was just the thing that popped in my head. Okay, we need to move
Erotic
on.
maniac delusion.
We need to move on
All right,
to
let's go.
upcoming films. Let's start with Mr. Gyllenhaal's new movie, also coming out
Here we
with
go.
Rachel McAdams.
That booty.
Yeah. Southpaw.
Yeah.
Get a little fight going on.
Gyllenhaal going for another Oscar, which is a lot of people have been
Pushing.
saying. Push for an Oscar. He should have got nominated for Nightcrawler.
I haven't seen this yet. It doesn't have the best reviews going forward.
Well, the trailer also gave the whole movie away, and that's usually not a good sign.
Look, this movie's supposed to open on Christmas.
Oh,
They
really?
moved it back to July 31st
Okay.
because Creed is coming out in November.
Yeah, it's going to destroy it.
You can't do back-to-back boxing movies.
Do you think that there's any part of the Academy that will feel bad about Nightcrawler and offer him maybe some
It's always a
sympathy
possibility.
votes for this?
It's a very early movie to be considered for an Oscar.
That's true.
But
a possibility.
if he's good at it, yeah. I mean, look, the original film was considered a follow-up to 8 Mile.
Yes.
And Eminem was attached to do it.
Yep, and he's doing
And
a
we're talking
soundtrack.
he was going to be the same character he was in 8 Mile, but he was going to be rapper boxer as a Southpaw guy.
Really? Same? It's a sequel?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
don't know.
Yeah,
But-
but I only watch movies with one left-handed boxer.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well,
No,
Southpaw
we're
is
not-
coming out. Looks gritty.
I mean, Anton Fuqua's directing it. Again, he's not exactly somebody I think of when I think of Oscar caliber movies.
Sure.
I think the movie's going to be but I think his performance is probably going to be great.
Look,
But because the movie is going to be not so-so, it's going to hurt chances of getting nominated.
All right.
They're working. They're
speaking
working
of-
the promotional circuit.
Yeah, they are.
Speaking of a movie that we know it will be better than,
Yes. Really? You think so?
Southpaw will definitely be better than Pixels,
Yeah. Well,
which is also coming out.
totally different movie. Here's the thing: you got Sandler, you got Kevin James.
Yeah.
Josh Gad's not really.
You've got a giant
name yet.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, giant Pac-Man. The video
It's an
game
alien.
aspect alone, and just like the fun summer vibe they're going for. I'm not saying it's gonna be a good movie, but I
Have
think
you
it's
heard
gonna
one
make some good
person
money.
say that they're excited about this movie?
Yeah, I've heard a couple people say they're looking forward to it.
I don't hate it as much as I did when I first watched the trailer.
The look on Sarah's face.
You got
This movie looks awful.
Look, double fat guys equals money. You know, you got Gad and Kevin James.
Yeah.
Very rarely do they put double fat guys in a movie.
And you
when
do
they
have all these properties like Wreck-It Ralph or something like that, where you have all these
Donkey
familiar
Kong,
properties.
they're going to
yeah.
try to get things from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s,
It looks
2000s. So they're going to rock that up, and it's going to make some money.
Chris Columbus is directing, and I mean, he's proven that he could direct a big budget film with the first Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
Some
And
bizarre
Dinklage,
films.
Okay.
and Dinklage is in it.
Here's the
playing,
thing.
What's his name?
Yeah,
the King of
I
Kong
see.
guy, Jimmy Mitchell.
Here's the thing.
Who's the best?
If I was betting money, I would say it's gonna be a bad movie. But I'm gonna give it it has a 1,000,000 to
Billy
1
Mitchell.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a 1,000,000 to 1 shot being decent, not
Well,
good.
count on
I
it being
will
number
pull.
one.
I will give it hope just for Peter Dinklage.
And
That's
listen,
the only reason, because I
it's-
don't want
my-
him to
my
be in something
stand-in.
bad.
Sandler still has some pull, and you added this large budget summer feel. It's got a chance of bringing a big quadrant.
Yeah,
I
you're gonna
think it's
get
gonna
you're gonna
fail.
get you're gonna get 30 singles dads bringing their kid there to see some
Looks
Donkey
awful.
Kong and Space
I don't
Invaders or
wanna
whatever the
see
hell
it.
else is in it.
Oh yeah, we're moving on.
Yes.
Paper Towns
Now here's a
is
movie
coming out.
I know nothing about. I've seen the trailer. I don't know. I still don't know what it's about.
It's a
Pretty
John
strong
Green novel.
reviews.
It's a John Green novel.
Pretty strong reviews.
Okay.
It's definitely trying to supposedly toe the line between has an indie vibe, but it's getting
I
a
guess so.
wide release.
It's the
It
same
has
writer
Cara
of Fault in the
Delevingne,
Stars.
Taylor Swift's BFF.
Oh, that's right. False Stars
Model
writer.
girl. Yeah, it's going on.
Here's the
Fault in
thing. I see the
Stars.
trailer, and
He's the
it's-
new Nicholas Sparks.
I feel like this has been happening a lot lately, where it's a kid who's in high school who's like doesn't know where he belongs, and he meets a girl that changes his whole life, and he learns a valuable lesson out of it.
Yeah, wow.
And she's
I've
like the
seen
star of the
so-
trailer, and I for some reason don't think she's in much of the film.
Yeah, like I don't remember who
She's
it is.
missing, and they go like on a road trip to find her. Or
Yeah,
something like
and
that.
I
She's
never
probably
even
with some
heard-
dude somewhere else.
Is there anybody famous in this movie?
She's famous.
She is. Okay.
Yeah, for being Taylor Swift's friend.
And no, she's a model.
Oh, she's a model. Yeah, but she's not like movie
No,
famous.
but she is.
Suki Waterhouse is a model.
She's like a high fashion
Okay.
crazy model. She is tabloid famous. She's always in the tabloids. She's always in like high society circles. She's like best friends with like Taylor Swift and the Jenner girls.
Oh,
that doesn't equate to box office though.
No, but it's the green, and I think,
it might.
I think what
for
you're-
the teenage market.
Yeah, it's YA. I think you're gonna get.
They're not targeting.
Pitch Perfect.
They're not. They're targeting like
Yeah. Pitch
that young
Perfect.
audience, and that is what they
I think it's
listen
the
to.
book readers that are
Do
going
you
to come in
know
to watch
how
this.
many likes those people get on their photos?
Selena
It's
Gomez has had like 3 movies. None of them cracked even the top 5.
I mean,
barely.
look, this chick is hot.
And this
Wow.
girl's not Selena Gomez.
Who is that?
Yes.
This is her.
Is
Yeah.
her? She's got some
Yeah.
eyebrows.
Yeah,
She's famous for her eyebrows.
Oh,
Is that what it is?
that's the first
She
thing I noticed.
actually is famous for her eyebrows.
Well, I haven't. We have
kinda
a
looks
full,
like-
we have a full
And
body
she-
shot, so I can see what else she's famous for.
She kind of has like an Olsen look to her.
is. She's like very also like rebellious.
Okay.
She probably knows
there's
where to
always,
get
like,
cocaine too.
She's a Victoria's Secret
Oh,
model.
well, there you go.
Oh, she dated DiCaprio too.
I'm sure he's
which one of
dated
them?
every
Yeah,
blonde
come on.
Victoria's
Every
Secret
Victoria
model.
model dated
Every chick on the West Coast did
All right,
something with that
so
guy.
Paper Towns is coming out, but it does have pretty good reviews. There you go. Body
Nice.
shot. I don't want this.
Holy Christmas, yeah, that's good stuff.
Okay.
Uncomfortable.
Number 4, we got the Vatican Tapes, which is like a found footage horror
Can you
movie.
talk anymore? Yeah, we're going to talk about.
I got
It's an
distracted by the
exorcism
Victoria's Secret film.
It's an exorcism movie about, and there's found footage, and it takes place in the Vatican. And I will not be seeing it because I don't watch exorcism movies.
I'm just done with found footage movies, period. The
Yeah.
Gallows did crap, and this one is not even on anyone's radar.
I watched It Follows the other day.
Oh, I like that movie.
Yeah, it wasn't
Did you
bad.
like it?
It could have been. It could have been better. Like
Really?
they alluded to her sleeping with like people on the boat and,
Had plenty of
and the other
spoil.
guys sleeping with the hookers and stuff like that. I
Had
need to
plenty
see
of
stuff.
bags.
I need to see stuff. Yeah, it did have plenty of bags.
All right,
It was
also-
weird. Every ghost had like one breast out. I don't know what the hell that was.
Also coming
That's what
out
happens
on
when
our
you're a
list,
ghost now.
the last thing besides Vatican Tapes is this real?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
real. It's bad.
Smosh the movie.
Smosh, the movie is a
It's
real
a very
thing?
Smosh is a very
Let me-
popular YouTube channel.
It shouldn't be. I hate everything about this movie. I hate the producers, the stars, the craft people who do craft services. Everything about this movie is the worst. Brian Robbins.
Why
is
are we
the worst
talking about it
producer.
then? Shouldn't we like kill it with
No. Put it this way: if you go see this movie and you're my friend on Facebook, just delete me as a friend. Just look at this This is terrible stuff.
Apparently, I think one of the guys who started in Bill and Ted's directed this movie. Not Keanu Reeves, obviously.
No, well,
the other guy, Alex something.
They probably have like that donut licking skank in this, and her brother as well.
Basically, you know how like Bill and Ted, they jump around in history and stuff.
Yeah.
In this movie, these two guys jump around to like different famous YouTube videos.
Is Jenna Marbles in it?
Yeah, because all the famous YouTube people are in it. Basically,
It's terrible.
Are you like Jenna Marbles?
No, I hate
do
Brian
like
Robbins.
Jenna Marbles. I think she's funny.
Really
I don't really know
of.
I know of her, but I don't know her
I
work.
think she's funny. All right,
I'm
well,
really angry about that movie.
this is
If anybody
what is.
who watches this show, please pick one or the other.
All right.
And the rivalry has started.
I'm really angry about
All right,
this.
these are our upcoming films. So now we can go into predictions. Of the three, I guess the three of note are Southpaw, Pixels, and Paper Towns. Competing with, of course, our top five right now: Ant-Man, Minions, Trainwreck, Inside Out, and Jurassic World. Basically, if Inside Out and Jurassic World even stayed where they are, these movies would have to beat only 10 million to make it into the top five.
This is tough.
I think you guys should go first because I think you guys are going to be
gonna
way
go
wrong.
first.
Yeah.
Did I go first last week?
Nope.
No, I did.
Okay, here we go.
He did. Then you stole his numbers, and then I talked, and I won.
Yes.
Listen, number one, I got to give it to Pixels. It's a big budget film. You got Sandler, Kevin James. Mix that with the fact you got all these popular video game. It's going to be number one. I don't think it's going to make like 70 or 60. I think it's going to come around 40 to 50 area.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, it's fair. I don't think it's going to make a lot. But
the marketplace is flooded.
yeah, it is flooded. Number two, I'm going to stick with Ant-Man. And the reason why is because I think word of mouth and a Cinema A score is really going to hold on to it. It is Marvel. I think it's going to have legs. It made 58. I think it could drop to 30. I think it's not going to drop even 50% this week.
I think it does. I think it gets this. Well, go ahead.
Number three, I'll go with. This is tough. 3 and 4 are really tough for me.
3, 4, and 5 are hard.
3 and 5. I'm gonna go with Southpaw
Wow.
because I think Jake Gyllenhaal is a good. I think there's nothing. This is the only real adult film besides Amy Schumer's film that's come out in a while.
Think that Southpaw is going to beat Minions.
I think Minions is going to drop like close to at least 40%.
You think?
And I think it's going to make around 25.
You think Trainwreck's going to drop that much? So Southpaw. What do you think Southpaw's going to do? 20, 25, 20?
I think you do 25.
Okay.
Number 4, I'm going to go to Minions. I think it's going to be right there with Southpaw. And then number 5, I'm going to go with Trainwreck. And I don't think Paper Towns is going to make top 5.
Wow.
Am I close with you? Or are you just disgusted by my list?
That's not your top 5.
No, it's
okay.
not.
It's
not my
mine
top
either.
Yeah, that's my top 5.
I want you to go.
No,
Yeah, you do it.
I get to host.
No, I don't want you piggybacking me anymore.
I went last time, and I won, and I did not take what you said.
I'm like the NBC 9 o'clock Thursday time slot, like Seinfeld and Cheers and whatever
I'm
follows does
having really
real
good
well.
luck going last.
It's Kenny Banya stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna start calling
Actually,
you Kenny
I'm
Banya.
honestly in debate about things.
Okay.
This is probably going to be the death of me. Is that like my Paul Blart Vendetta?
You're not
There's
putting Pixels
certain
number one?
things. There's certain things that I just can't
Kevin James
do.
like hit on you or something?
There's just certain things that I can't do, and I
Okay.
just can't put Pixels as number 1.
I understand. Stallone will always
Okay.
have the number 1 spot.
Yes,
Every time he comes out with a movie.
correct.
And so
Girls
I'm
match, number
keeping the number 1 going with Ant-Man.
Going Ant-Man, okay.
And then I'm going to go to
Interesting.
Pixels. And then I'm going to go to Minions. And then I'm going to go to Southpaw. And I am debating right now between Trainwreck and Paper Towns. Because I think that Ant-Man's going to have not that bad of a drop-off. It has really good word of mouth.
Agreed.
Pixels is big budget. And it has Pac-Man in it. It's going to get some people. Just is. Minions, if it drops off another 60%, which it very could well do, you're still getting 20. Southpaw could do 25, but it could do 12. It just depends. So I'm going to round it up
I'll take
and
the ladder.
stand it, and I'm going to say it's probably going around 20. Then we have Trainwreck and Paper Towns. Trainwreck probably won't have that much of a drop off, but its audience is really going to be split up because it is a date movie. We have Southpaw coming out, which will get like movie lovers.
South Park's an R-rated movie.
It is R, but it will get
midsummer drama doesn't work.
I don't know, but anyway, so I think it's going to drop versus
boxing
Paper
movie,
Towns.
though.
Paper Towns has that high school audience that I don't know where they're going this weekend unless
going
they
to see the
didn't see
movie.
Ant-Man or they're going to see Ant-Man again. So I think I just convinced myself into putting Paper Towns number 5 and Trainwreck dropping off.
Wow.
I don't know if that's a smart decision.
No, I don't think so. But
I'm probably going to lose
This guy, I love he's judging us as we go. Let's go. Let's hear what you got.
judgment.
Pixels, no question number
No
one.
question number one.
No
Gotcha.
question. Double fat guys equal double the money.
Gotcha. Number
30
2.
guys. Minions.
What?
Yeah.
You think Minions is gonna overtake Ant-Man in
You
the
think
second week?
Minions is going to overtake Ant-Man?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I'm feeling
It
better.
dropped 60%.
I'm feeling better and better.
Don't worry about it.
Keep going.
Okay.
Number 3 is
Ant.
going to be. This is a tough
Are
one.
you
here.
not putting Ant-Man in the top 3?
This is a tough one. You know what? I'm going to go with Ant-Man just because I think it'll win by a couple of 100,000.
Okay.
That was
4.
him being safe and not taking a risk.
Like I said, it's not sexy. 4 Paper Towns. I could see this doing half Pitch Perfect numbers, which could be almost 25 to something, close to that.
Okay. No stars. Sure.
Yeah, and number 5, Trainwreck.
Trainwreck.
So you have Southpaw not cracking.
Southpaw's going to
You're
be.
not even gonna put it in the top 5.
Southpaw's be lucky to crack double digits.
Listen, Gyllenhaal's bringing it in the boxing, bringing a lot of the guys, but Rachel McAdams is going to bring in the story with a daughter is going to bring a lot of the female audience also.
It
And
looks
Gyllenhaal's bringing the female audience.
It's hard R. It's hard R dramas do not work in this.
Eminem is promoting
July.
the hell out of this
What
movie.
this
by the
this
way.
week for us shows you is that next week someone's going to be like 2 for 5 and the rest of us are going to be like
Hey,
0
this is where
for 5.
the true players come to play.
This is a hard week. Last week we all basically had the same list almost. This week we're totally different.
I think Trainwreck can come down to
I just can't. I can't say pickles. Pickles.
What were you trying to say?
Pixels.
I just can't even say it.
It's a terrible movie. It's going to be terrible.
No,
But like I said, the box office, there's not a lot of money
You
to
guys,
go around
we're
here.
late again. We're late again.
we got plenty of time.
No, we don't. We can ask.
we
We
could-
can
we
ask.
got- we
We
could
can have
do-
2 callers and
All
we
right,
can
2
do 1
callers.
question and 1 top
Yeah, we
5.
want Daddy to come in here and slap us.
I have to go on his show. He's going to torture me if I
Oh
don't.
no.
You and Roxy are going to be on the show?
Yeah, Roxy and I are
wow.
going
We
on
might stick
Jedi
around.
Alliance.
Yeah, I might have to stick
Anyway,
around for this
let's get a caller, please.
Hey, our box office breakdown. Who do we got?
Hey, this is Chris Osterman.
Yes.
Chris.
What's up, dude?
What's up, buddy?
Hi, how's it going?
What
Good,
you got?
man.
Where are you at? You driving in Tennessee with like naked women in the back car? What you got going on?
I'm sorry, my phone kind of broke up there. I apologize.
Don't worry about it because he was asking you an inappropriate question.
Oh,
Do you?
yeah, I was just. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, man. Say
ahead.
what you got.
I was just wondering if there's any chance that we can see. This is really for you, Sarah. I was just curious if there's any chance we'll see when they that booty dough shirt in the Ultimate Showdown.
Ooh,
Oh, in the Ultimate Showdown.
That's right.
I think it's a must.
I think, do you still have it?
I
is
think
the
it's a
question.
must.
Okay,
It's
so this
there.
got discussed at Comic-Con. My Dat Booty shirt was missing
Mm-hmm.
after Miss Roxy Stryer
Borrowed it.
stole it.
Stole it.
Borrowed it.
You're
But
a
it
maniac.
has been found.
Oh,
Actually, 2 days ago.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, it
Where-
has been found.
Where was it? I'm just
I-
kidding. I replaced it. I put it back in the closet.
It randomly appeared, actually.
Yeah, I put it back in the closet.
So it has been found.
Yeah.
So it is technically a possibility.
And speaking of that, we'll be going up against
It more
Team
depends
Geek
if
next
I'm
week.
at
Yes. No, the
Ultimate
second or the
Showdown.
third or something
Well,
like that.
this week will be top 10 verse,
Yeah, we're the second week.
and we're the second week. So next Thursday we'll be up against Team Geek, which is Campia
Next
and Tiffany.
Thursday?
Yeah, you're going to be available?
What date is that?
The second or something.
Like the 30th or something like that.
Something like that. What do you mean, no?
Bachelorette party. Sorry. So no.
I got to fill my bracket and get Team B.O.B. going all the way.
Absolutely.
There we go.
You got it,
If
buddy.
they keep going, if you guys keep going, and I will.
That's true.
Okay.
I will.
Well, we're not
attend.
going. We're not losing to Team
We'll
Geek.
have you dress
so.
up as Rocky IV Adrian.
Oh, I Rocky 4.
All right.
She's just the hottest one.
Thank you, Chris, for calling.
Rocky
I
had
think
a beard then,
we are
that's
running
why.
out of time
That's why I'm
today,
coming
so we have to say goodbye to you and get another caller in
Thanks,
here.
Chris. Appreciate
Thanks, Chris.
it,
You're the
man.
man.
Keep those picks coming. Yeah, we got one more. Let's get the top
One
5
more.
here.
Let's go. Thanks for calling Box Office Breakdown. Who do we got?
Who do we hit?
No, wait.
We got no one.
We got no one.
That was a valuable
Call
Where's the-
Box
3
Office
seconds.
Breakdown.
I got someone else.
Where's the boss Turner been?
Oh, I don't know. Where's Boss Turner?
I don't know.
Boss Turner.
What a great name.
Yeah, Boss
Okay, let's
Turner.
try one more because we just lost 10 seconds.
Yeah, they're on the line right now.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Box Office Breakdown. Who do we got?
Brian in Miami.
Brian
Hey,
in Miami.
Brian.
What's
What's up,
up,
dude?
Brian?
I'm really disappointed
Why?
in the top 5. I'm disappointed by 200.
I know.
By 200K.
I know.
man.
That's how Sarah won. She's won by the skin of her teeth.
You know what?
She won by the fabric of
I
the That
should
Booty
have
shirt.
gone with you. I should have gone
No
with
one
you, Sarah.
believed in me last week, and I showed
Just
them,
Kenny
but thank you.
Banya.
It's okay. You probably shouldn't go with me this week. I didn't make the wisest of
Nah,
decisions.
she's gonna go 0 for 5 this week. Let's get the top
Let's
5.
get your top 5, Brian.
All right, my top 5. I have to go with Pixels number 1. Of
course.
I think it may go 50 at
Yeah.
least.
Is it the double fat guy logic?
But I don't know. A lot of people want to go see a comedy movie. You know, they want to go see comedy movies this weekend. So, you know what? Pixels number 1, and I'm gonna say Ant-Man number 2.
I'm right there with you so far.
I have number 3 and number 4. I'm really debating on whether to put Southpaw or Paper Towns. Because both of those movies I'm really wanting to go see. And I'm going to see it with no expectations whatsoever.
Gotcha.
So,
I'll
You gotta pick.
I'm gonna go Paper Towns number 3,
That's not
and
bad.
then Southpaw number 4,
Wow. And what
So-
about Minions number 5?
and then Minions number 5.
Okay.
All right.
Not bad.
We're all
That's a
different.
decent
This is
list.
just
So,
a really tough
I mean,
box
he
office
decided to
week.
be in the Trainwreck. That means made it in the top 5 for one weekend.
It's gonna do more
So
than
if
that.
Brian and I are at Trainwreck was only in the top 5 of one weekend, and it has great reviews and pretty big names, which is crazy if that's what
It did
happens to that
30. It's
movie.
gonna do 16 out. It's gonna do 16 after this, maybe 17.
We will
Paper Towns is going to
find
make or
out.
break my list.
It's gonna do. Paper Towns, mark my words, will do with a number with a 2 in front of it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We will find out, guys. Thank you so much. Next week will be an interesting week.
Yeah.
But this week we had so many 5 for 5s. I'm really wondering how many we're going to have next week since we are all so divided.
Yeah.
You can get 5 for 5 on this one. You'll get a full shout out. And then we'll send
And we'll go
something
into
to
your life
house, too.
history. Like we did.
Yeah.
Guys, do your Twitters real quick so we can sign off.
You can catch me at Schmoes JTE, and don't forget this Thursday. Tune in to Schmoes No main show on Thursday at the beginning of the tournament. The Ultimate Schmodown is starting this week. We got the top 5 guys, the top 10 guys, against the Screen Junkies, Nick Mundy and Hal Rudnick.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Rudney and Monday.
It's going to be intense. So
16-week extravaganza tour.
Are you going to give your Twitter?
Yeah, at Bob Finstock. Follow me, I'm the best.
All right, and I don't have one, but you can
Not
watch
yet.
us here on Mondays for Box Office Breakdown for the Popcorn Talk. Thank you guys all for chatting with us live and leaving your comments in the sections.
That works.
Leaving your comments.
She's drunk. Poof.
Bye, guys.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.